The rate you were quoted is not the rate you paid, and the hotel is counting on you never checking. March of 2023, Marriott Marquis, Times Square. It was 11:47 at night, and I had been awake for 19 hours. The clerk slid the keycard envelope across the counter and printed the folio, and I stood there under the lobby lights, reading it the way I have read 1,000 documents in my working life. $412 a night. That was the room. Then, 3 lines down, in smaller type, sitting quietly under the rate. Destination amenity fee, $32.66 per night. Not in my confirmation email. It was tucked inside a collapsed drop-down labeled taxes and fees, which I had never expanded because nobody expands it. Then a second line, resort fee. There is no resort, no pool, no spa, and the rate code on that folio was a corporate code I had never booked under. My Deluxe King upgrade was the same square footage as the room I paid for on a different floor. You would have seen a total. I saw a rate code and 2 fee lines, and I knew that one of them comes off at the desk if you ask for it correctly in about 90 seconds. Now here is what you have been told. Book direct and you get the best rate. Loyalty points are worth it. Just call the 800 number. You half remember hearing it. You never actually learned why or when it stops being true. So you are guessing with confidence. That advice survives because Marriott wrote it. Book direct is their marketing line, repeated so often it started sounding like consumer protection. Elite status feels like a solution because you can see it. A card, a tier, a welcome amenity. And when the bill goes wrong, everybody blames Expedia. Meanwhile, the professionals pay duly. Corporate travel departments negotiate rate contracts worth 6 figures a year and still eat the resort fee. Amex Platinum runs $695 annually. Bonvoy Brilliant, $650. Sapphire Reserve, $550. All sold to you as the fix. And in 2022, Marriott moved its award chart to dynamic pricing with no published values, which means the currency you spend years earning has no fixed worth. Nobody wrote you a letter about that. There is a document Marriott is required to hand you, required to honor. Almost nobody asks for it. The distance between what a property can charge and what it will remove when asked properly. That gap is the entire game. I spent 22 years in airline operations out of Austin. Crew hotels, irregular ops, 3 in the morning, rebooking 200 passengers into rooms across a city. That is where you find out what a room actually costs. Ray Delgado ran the overnight desk when I started. He taught me the difference between what a policy says and what a policy enforces. Ray had one rule, and he said it so often, I still hear it. The tariff is a ceiling, not a price. I am going to give you 7 checks. Most take under 2 minutes. Some of them happen before you ever leave your house. And by the end, you are going to see the thing that took me years to see. The loyalty program you trust to protect you is the exact machine that makes you a worse informed customer than the stranger who walks in off the street with no membership at all. Before any of the 7 checks make sense, you need to know one thing about the name on the door. Marriott is not one company. It is roughly 30 brands and more than 9,000 properties. And the overwhelming majority of them are franchised, not owned. The name on the building is a license somebody bought. The people at that front desk do not work for Marriott. They work for an owner you have never heard of. Marriott sets the brand standards and runs Bonvoy. The franchisee sets the staffing, sets the fee structure within brand limits, and keeps the fee money. That split is why 2 courtyards 40 miles apart can feel like 2 different industries. And here is the part that matters. 3 separate prices exist for the same room on the same night. The rack rate, the negotiated rate, and the rate the revenue manager quietly releases after 6 in the evening when the rooms have not sold. What you see online is a filtered view. It is not the inventory. So, 7 checks. The first one happens before you pack a bag. Open your confirmation email. Expand every collapsed field on that page. You are hunting for 4 words that mean the same thing wearing different coats. Destination amenity fee, resort fee, urban fee, facility fee. Same charge. They are charged per night. They are charged before tax. And under most Bonvoy earning structures, you do not earn a single point on them. Screenshot that confirmation. The screenshot is your leverage later. And find the rate code, a short string of letters and numbers. Learn where it sits on the page. Second check. Ray's rule. The fee is a ceiling, not a price. The property may charge that amenity fee. The front desk may remove it. At most franchised properties, that removal sits with the desk agent or the front office manager. It is not a corporate escalation. Nobody has to call anybody. When does it come off? When you did not use the pool, when the gym was closed, when you arrived at 11 at night and every amenity you supposedly paid for was locked. Here is the exact ask. Request an itemized folio. Point to the amenity fee line. Name the specific amenities that were unavailable during your stay. Do this at checkout, not check-in. At check-in, the fee has not posted yet, so there is nothing to remove. And listen to me on this one. Whether it works has nothing to do with how nicely you ask. It has everything to do with how specifically you name what you did not get. Third check, the loyalty program. Dynamic award pricing means the same room can cost you 35,000 points on a Tuesday and 110,000 on the Wednesday after. Same bed, same view. Elite night requirements push you to book worse rates at worse properties just to hit a tier. I have watched colleagues drive past a cheaper hotel to reach a Marriott and pay for the privilege. The points you earn on a paid stay exclude the fees, the taxes, and most incidentals. So your real earn rate is well below the number on the marketing page. Status does pay sometimes. Suite upgrades at Platinum and above. Late checkout. Lounge access. But all of it depends on inventory. None of it is guaranteed. Read your terms. Fourth check. Getting the third price. Rack rate is the ceiling shown to walk-ins. The negotiated rate needs a code. AAA, AARP, government, corporate, or one of Marriott's own promotional codes. Then there is the distressed rate, released as departure closes in on unsold rooms. So here is the method. Check the direct rate. Check one third-party site. Then check the direct rate again, inside 24 hours of arrival. Prepaid and non-refundable is where all of this dies. It takes away your ability to rebook when the price drops. And it drops. Fifth check. Marriott has a best rate guarantee. They do not advertise it. Find a lower publicly available rate on a third-party site within 24 hours of booking direct, and they owe you. Same property, same dates, same room type, same cancellation policy, publicly visible without a membership login. The payoff is the lower rate plus a discount off it, or points, depending on the current terms. The window is tight, and the proof is entirely on you. Screenshot with the URL visible, the date visible, the total visible. Most claims die on room type. Match the room type exactly. Sixth check. Know who you are actually arguing with. Corporate customer care cannot force a franchisee to remove a charge. They can only advocate. That is why calling the 800 number feels like shouting into a well. The escalation that works goes front desk, then front office manager, then general manager, then the ownership or management company, not Marriott Corporate. That management company's name is printed on the fire evacuation placard behind your door. It is on the occupancy certificate in the lobby. Go read it. A general manager who owns the profit and loss statement answers you differently than a call center does. Seventh check. The rest of the homework done at home. Check the property's actual amenity list against the brand promise. Check renovation status, because a hotel under construction still sells rooms at full rate and buries the disclosure in fine print. Confirm parking separately. It is never inside the rate. and it is usually the largest add-on you will see. Confirm whether the property is franchised or managed, because that single fact changes every remedy I just gave you. Book refundable. Screenshot everything. Recheck at 24 hours. Now, why does any of this exist? There is no villain here. There is a structure. Under many franchise agreements, fee revenue is high margin and gets shared differently than room revenue. So the fee grows and the room rate holds steady. Nobody planned that. The math planned it. And the loyalty program is not a discount. It never was. It is a comparison suppressor. It exists so you stop looking at the hotel across the street. Ray knew all of it. He learned it standing at a desk at 3 in the morning. The tariff has been public the entire time. Nobody ever taught you to read it. So do this on your next booking. Pull up the confirmation. Find the fee line. Screenshot it before you leave the house. Then at checkout, ask for the itemized folio and name the amenity you never got. Out loud, specifically. Tell me in the comments, what is the strangest fee a hotel has ever put on your bill? And did you get it taken off? I read every one of them. Subscribe if this was useful, because the same logic works on airlines. Next time I am showing you what an airline actually owes you when it cancels your flight, and the exact document that says so. Most people never ask for it either.